tap in. Tap, tap, 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 tap in.
I think I need a sippy sip. I got my little Tito's and my little lemonade. I want to see, doing a little thing. Technical difficulties on this Tap In Tuesday, but it's your girl TT from the D, and I'm cheating the system. Y'all know how we do. So I'm over here giving my people over at Instagram World. Hey, is that Miko? Shout out to Miko. Come on, Paper Cuts Boutique is in the building. If you need your embroidery, your printing stuff, what you name it, check out Paper Cuts Boutique. Amazing. Now, tonight is going to be an amazing show. I'm super excited. Why? Because I have two of the dopest sisters from the D in the building. And these young ladies have been putting it down for quite a while. They are the founders of A&B Fashionista. Remember the name, baby. Remember the name that you heard it here on TT from the D podcast. Share the name. Say the name, okay? Because it's one to remember. All jokes aside, they have been putting in that work. These ladies are not only professional, but they're about their business. They believe in sowing seeds, and I have seen them do so. And anytime they call, if my calendar allows it, I am showing up what. And every time I get the opportunity, especially to have Addie, and I got to break in Brittianee. She be trying to hide from me, but it's going down on tonight. But a time is always had with these ladies. In person, when that time strikes for them to get real, they do just that. If they say it's going to start at a certain time, it's going to do that. So I'm going to need y'all. We're going to address this, but stop showing up the stuff late. Okay, friends? Stop being late. Okay? If you're a vendor, oh my God, the etiquette of being a vendor. I can't tell you how many times I've hosted events and how unprofessional it is for vendors to come in. First of all, you are your walking billboard. You are your brand. Okay? So if you have the opportunity to put your brand on display, we want to make sure that we see you already polished, groomed, ready to rock and roll. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my guests here. So I'm going to bring them on. And for those of you that's in Instagram world, you can't see this. That's why I'm always encouraging you guys to go over to www.streamyard.com/what? Facebook. So you can engage with these queens or whoever I have on at the time. Now, we have hello, Houston. Hey, hello. Thank you for tuning in. It's going down today. We appreciate you for stopping by. But these queens here, let me give you a little introduction. And I was working on some promos, so it is such an honor. I'm going to bring up, this is my person that always calls me. And we have really had the opportunity to connect this run a little bit differently than normal. And I welcome it. She is amazing. She doesn't know how amazing she is, but her name is Addie. She is the CEO. She's the founder, although she partnered up with her sister, and she is the COO. And some of y'all don't know what the COO stands for, and that's okay. I'm not shaming. Ain't no shade, no sense for sunglasses. I'm not being shady. I just want to educate you. So the COO is the Chief Operating Officer. So she's her partner, and that's Brittianee. So this is Addie, a beautiful young lady, and they are sisters. Not like how I'm like, what's up, sis? No, they really sisters, same parents, okay? So I'm going to bring Addie, and I'm going to show you this queen, Brittianee, right? She's the COO, right? And so they are the founder and the co-founder of A&B Fashionista. Remember the name. What did I tell you? Remember the name. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring them into the building. Welcome, ladies.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Look, she's like, hi. Why she over there being a business? Didn't I tell you she was the chief operating officer? She over there still working. Oh, how quiet. How quiet. Welcome, ladies, to TT from the D podcast. How are you today?
Good. How are you, TT?
Hyped. Hyped.
Period.
Okay. When I tell you, I'm predicting, I'm prophesizing, okay, a time is going to be had on Saturday.
Okay.
Definitely.
Say that.
Right? I was already trying to get them ready for you guys, but letting them know that it's going to be some of the dopest designers in the building on Saturday and some of the most amazing models. When I tell you,
Yes.
walking that thing. And then, of course, on the ones and twos, DJ White Not will be in the building. And then your girl TT from the D will be hosting what? Yeah. I'm super excited. I really am. This is about to be just off the chain. I'm predicting it. I'm super excited. I think your models are pumped. I know there's some new models. We're going to get into that and unpack that tonight. But again, welcome to the show. I want to, before we dive into our interview, I definitely want you guys to take this moment because although you guys are collectively a pair, you are individuals. So I'd like to acknowledge that. And I would like for you to take the moment to tell the people a little bit about you individually.
Okay, of course she's gonna have me start.
I saw her, the way she looked to her right. I was like, yeah, so that's the I like go that way. Okay.
I am Addie. I am I'm a wife of 12 years to one husband. I have 4 daughters. I am a full-time worker. I work for the state of Michigan, full-time state of Michigan worker. And I go to church every Sunday. I belong to Born to Win Ministries.
Yes.
And I'm bubbly, I'm outgoing. I've always been that way. I'm more of the hey friend. I'm more of the
bubbly,
outgoing, and full of personality sister.
Mm-hmm.
So that's me. Hey Keish.
You can see people? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh of course. Oh,
Brittany, so you seeing people or are you seeing people? Like what?
okay. Well, I'm Brittianee.
Yeah.
I am also a mother and a wife. I am a nurse. I've been a nurse for over 6 years now.
Look at Nene.
I also own a home care company, My Bell Home Health Care, just in case you guys didn't know. I stand on business. I am not the bubbly one.
I think they gathered that. I think they gathered it.
That's why she definitely the stand-up business.
Yes.
Sister.
That's why she the COO. Yeah, go ahead.
She do not play.
I didn't know that about you, Brittany. I didn't know that you had your own home care business.
Yes, I do.
That's a whole nother interview. I would love to have you come back and talk about that in this season of life. We're always in the hunt for those of us that have elderly parents and they get to that point where they may not be able to do everything on their own or whatever like that. And a lot of times we don't have the resources or the network. And we don't know. Some of us are in the business of not knowing, not because we're ignorant or we just don't care. It's because we don't know and we're not educated. So each one, reach one, teach one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what's up. Well, thank you and welcome, Brittany, officially to TT from the D. It's a pleasure to snatch you up for a moment. You know, I be kidnapping Addie a lot. And I'm not looking cross-eyed. I'm over here talking to Instagram. So I'm like, y'all probably like, wait, I'm not seeing people. I'm not seeing but really, it's a pleasure to have you both at the same time in the same room. So I'm super excited that I have the opportunity to serve as your host once again for your 3rd official fashion show, right? Addie had to get me together when we were doing an interview. I was doing an interview with Crystal P, and I was like, yeah, I was hyping it up, like, yeah, this is my second time, or my first, I don't know, the second time, and like, yep, and Addie's like, you hosted all of them. I'm like, I did. Oh, I did.
Ain't no show like
Wow.
TT. Ain't no show like TT. Ain't no show like TT. Okay, and I say that from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Queen. And I didn't pay her to say that. Don't even try. Y'all like,
you don't got to.
voicing an ad. No, I didn't.
That was free.
Thank you. Shout out to Yolo. What's up, Yolo? That's Yolanda Bradford. She's amazing. She's a sister from another Mr. Mother, and she's one of my dear coworkers from work. So shout out to her. Okay, so we got a couple of little shout outs here. Lakeisha, bigging you up, Brittianee. Okay. Hey, TT. Hey, Addie. Hey, Britt. Hey, Katira. Hey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got family popping. I know, right?
I call her my boss because the name of her business is Boss, like boss status type. Yeah, so I think it's boss status, right, Katira? But that's the name of her business.
Go ahead, tell us what your business is. Drop it in the comments over there. We definitely will put it out there. Hey, TT and these great women. Yes, Yolo says, hello, great women.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Yolo.
So we're going to wait for Katira to give us that info about her business. So ladies, first of all, let's talk about Saturday. Okay. Let's talk about the title of the fashion show. Okay. And the title is the Hot Culture Fashion Show, right? Where'd you get the way you spell hot? Like, oh, this is hot. Okay.
It's actually, I want to say
it's French.
Yeah.
It was like something.
It's a French way of saying elegant.
Oh, nice.
So basically, that's just to sum it up. I mean, it has more of a meaning to it, but it's a sense of elegancy.
Nice.
And what they always miss from the Black culture is that we are elegant. We can get elegant. We know how.
Yeah.
And they take they take that away from us a lot. And so we want to magnify that in this show by showing what we have, what we can do, what we're capable of as not only a platform, but as businesses overall. So that's where we got that from.
I love that. And I once again, and I'm all right. I'm transparent. I'm all right with being checked and corrected because it's all beautiful. I didn't know that that's what that meant. I looked at it like, oh, it's going to be hot, baby. It's going to be I was like, I be hyped. I be amped on 10. And so I was like, learned something new today. I learned something new today. But you're right. Sometimes it's the picture we paint. Sometimes it's the picture we paint. And people look at it like this is what you're presenting. It's just kind of like how some people, they snub and roll their eyes when we do productions, plays, and things of that nature. They'll say, I'm tired of seeing the same old story with the same old actors, the same old, I just saw that, and it's all the same thing. Give us something new, right? And so when you have the opportunity to bring something upscale, because when I did your first one, it was just unique. First of all, you guys incorporate pop-ups. So you not only showcase your models and your designers, you also allow other businesses to showcase their business. And you are strategic. Let me be clear about that. For those of you on the Instagram world, they're very strategic when they pick their vendors, right? Because I'm pretty sure everybody want to have their business seen. Nothing wrong with that. That's how we build our brand. However, it has to match, right? Yes. It has to match. And sometimes I think people are greedy, and I'm being transparent again, with money. So they'll just allow anything and everything and anybody. And then it turns off true designers. It turns off true models, right? And so you run your event like Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, right? We may not be in New York, we're in the D. And where they get all that talent from and all the skills is right here in the D. We're here. Exactly. So I just really appreciate that. Mr. Cunningham is in the building. He was like, that's fire. Woo, woo, woo. That's fire. So I think the way you guys want to approach it, the way you've been approaching it is amazing. I know you have some repeat offenders. I like to say they're repeat offenders, and that's very comical because they're amazing people that come back. And let me be clear, I don't think you would be invited back or welcome back if you didn't produce. Come in.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I had joked around about it, but I was so serious when we were introducing everything about being on time as not only as a vendor, as a model, as a designer, you know, as an entrepreneur. No matter where you go in life, if you are your brand, you are your first impression person, right? And everything that comes after you is a representation of you. So if you come late and you setting the tone for your people to be late, the business consumers and people, we're looking like, I came out to support it, but I won't be back because I don't, we got things we could be doing. It's Saturday, it's Saturday, and people always looking for something really good to do. But I love the title, Hot. I love it. And you taught us something earlier. Let's talk about your designers. How did you choose the particular designers that actually will have models walking?
We like dedication. I went shopping. That's how I chose. That's how I look at it.
Addie, you always go shopping.
I inboxed everybody. I called around. I went into buildings. I talked to people. I went to different pop-up shops. I went to different events, and that's how I got it. Like, I'm on a bunch of different groups and stuff pertaining to I love those, pertaining to what we're doing, and like fashion shows and different Detroit events and stuff like that. And I just threw our name all over the place. And so that's how I was able to get a lot of the vendors. And I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm not looking for. I don't want just simple leggings and a t-shirt. You know how a lot of the boutiques, and if that's their style, that's their style, but I didn't want a lot of it.
Absolutely.
And so, like, I was really strategic about that. Then I met a couple other ladies, one of them being someone that does fashion shows often. And I had been following her for quite some time. And I just was like, man, I know she's doing it big. I would love for her to be a part of the show. And sure enough, I got her.
Wow.
So it's so funny because I'm always, I mean, of course you guys know me, but if you know me, especially the ones that are watching, I love encouraging women. I love encouraging people. I feel like it makes life easier to know that you're more than what you think you are. And so every time I talk to her, I'm saying something positive. She's like, stop that. And I'm like, nope, because you got to know who you are. Because you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I felt like you were something in my eyes, then you're something in somebody else's eyes too. And Absolutely. So like, and that's what out of the eye of where I was coming from when I was actually meeting people, and when I was actually like inboxing and tagging and talking to people and different things like that. So
okay. I see Katera, she gave us her business, Boss Status, clothing for men, women, and children, Boss Scents, candle care, and body care.
Yep.
Okay. You gonna be in the building? She gonna be in the building Saturday?
Yeah, she will be there Saturday, but she's not doing her clothes. It's too much. It's too much right now. So
okay.
Okay.
We feel you. Okay, I understand. It's always next time because I know y'all forever working on something.
Oh, absolutely. And she can't get rid of me. I told her that already.
I don't think she wants to. So, hey, ladies, excited to be a part of it. Okay, one of your vendors. Okay. We got ACTs in the building. Is ACTs gonna have a spot this time?
Absolutely. I said, now you know
I need some tea. Alita, see my pusher for tea. Y'all need to get the ACT. But that tea is the truth. Maybe I got a whole story about that tea, but it's okay. We'll go back to
that. You said AC got that pusher tea.
The pusher tea, babe. She's the real pusher tea. Like, as a rapper pusher tea.
Sure.
This is the real pusher tea. Because
I got some in my refrigerator right now.
I need some. Like, let me pull up. Like, I need some. That tea is the truth. It's authentic, and she makes it herself. And it has a lot of health benefits to it. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know what this was supposed to say. Is that like a? I wonder if that was like an emoji or something because it came up as squares.
Yeah, it's a bunch of emojis.
Okay, I can't see them. Okay, she said I'll be in the building. I know that's right, Queen. All right, so let's talk about your model call. Your model call. How do you go by selecting your models?
So I didn't have specifics like I did last time.
Okay.
A lot of them were just natural.
Okay.
Like I was like, a lot of them were just natural. A lot of them had already modeled before. A lot of them were never modeled before, but had the passion to do so.
Okay.
And you should have seen my rehearsal. I said, "Oh, y'all did this before?" They was like, "No." I said, "Oh, I can't tell," because they were like, everybody just was on it. Like, and so I really, I actually, the original attempt was to do a model call, and we was just like, "Come on, everybody, come on," because like they were so teachable, they were coachable. They listened to us. They got a great sense of humor. I said, "Oh, we connect." So that's my models. That's how I looked at it. And everybody is unique. Like I got some that's natural. I got some that's beauty queens. I got some that's skinny. I got some that's plus. Like so we got a bunch of different variety and things like that. And we have a bunch of men. That's usually unusual, but we got a bunch of them. I was like, I was so excited about this time. Yeah.
Now, did the because I know King Size Candy. She has a men's line, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and we'll talk about that. Mm-hmm. But one thing I can appreciate what you just said on how you choose your models. A lot of times people look at model calls, cat calls, whatever you want to call it, fashion show, that you got to be tall, you got to be thin, you got to be a certain skin tone, right? Your hair needs to, and we're not all looking the same. We don't all look the same, right? Exactly. It's just like when we did the voiceover for this fashion show. One of the voiceovers I had the pleasure of doing for you guys that you rolled out today. I said it, like there's something for everybody, no matter if you're tall, you're short, you're big, you're small, thicker than a Snicker, the skinny like a toucan can, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it looks like for you, you know what I mean? It's like there's something for everybody, because a lot of times we see things and we're like, oh, that's so cute on her. But and that's something I think a lot of our designers from the D have come to understand and respect, that I'm not making my stuff just for the skinny person. I'm not making my stuff just for the big bone person. I'm making my stuff for everybody. If somebody come in here and they're naked, I want to be able to clothe everybody. And that means that I got something for you, for you, for you, for you. We be like Oprah up in this piece. You get an outfit and you get an outfit and you get an outfit, right? You lucky, you get it. And it's kind of like, versus I've visited tables myself and was like, oh, I love them pants. Oh, you got a 1X? Oh. And I'm like, 1X ain't that big. I mean, come on.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So they're like, no, we only go up to like a large. I'm like, oh, okay. There was but the material. I'm like, no. See, the way my body structure is set up, it's true to what it said. Okay. It's true to and plus the way I like to eat, it's true to what it said. But when I can go to a table or to a boutique and they're like, this goes up, and I'm starting to see that now. When I go out, like you, I like to go out and visit different places. My younger son makes fun of me like, Ma, you always going out talking about this and that and your podcast and people. That's how you network. Mm-hmm. That's how you network. That's how people know about your brand, right?
Absolutely.
And I love when I can go to a boutique and you tell me it's going from extra small for the tiny and petite to 5X for the thicker than you know what to do with type of girl. Okay? Or man, you know what I'm saying? So we're starting to get into that now. So for you guys to actually say, look, we bringing that to the stage. We bring all shapes, sizes, tones of color to the catwalk. So I can see me on that stage, right? Now, you may never see me. Yeah, y'all see me. Y'all gonna see me. No, seriously. So, like, you may never see me, but you will see me. Like, I'm vicariously living through that woman that's walking that catwalk. Some of us, like, dang, I think I look good in that, but it ain't my size. Then here come this young, because you guys had, I can't remember, so I don't want to say the name, but there's a thick model you guys had at the last one, baby, she came out and killed it, and she was on the thick side and worked that catwalk. And
It's
I
crazy.
think she's coming back.
You're talking about king size Candy.
That's her.
Baby, when I tell you,
you're talking about king size Candy.
had the whole strut, the whole aura about herself, the energy, just watching her and the young, just it was everything. And I'm like, that's class. When you talk about elegance, that is class. Class looks different to all of us. Your designs look different to all of us as a designer. Your models look different to us as the person that's coming out to see the work. I want to be entertained, right? And they gave them attitude. It's the music. It's in the stride, right? And so it all comes together. And you guys are carefully orchestrating something here. And I told you guys, I think I said this after the first one, you're starting something. And I've seen some people, you can encourage people and be motivated and inspired. Please don't take this wrong. But there's only one A&B Fashionista, okay? But you can be encouraged and motivated and inspired and say, you know what, I want to do something like that. That's cool. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Absolutely. But do your own thing. Make it yours, right? Do your own thing. Because even if somebody mimics another designer, another model, there's only that one. If I'm calling and let's just say Brittianee was walking and I'm like, Addie, who was the red bone that was walking with the Gigi Hunter outfit on? I'm just throwing a designer that I like out there. And so you'll be like, oh, that was Brittianee. Brittianee probably gonna get some work because I saw her in your event. And that's what I tell people. You never know who's watching or listening, or how your name is in rooms that you have never entered, may never enter without an invitation on your own. But somebody else brought you by way of their reference for you. Like, you know what? I got somebody that would be able to rock that, or I got somebody who could design that. And people just don't understand how we survive on blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings by way of our referrals, by way of showing up, being on time, right? And being professional, carrying yourself at all times, even on your way to the bathroom, professional, right? You wearing your brand, people gonna remember how you treated them and how you made them feel when they encounter you.
Absolutely.
You understand? So yeah, that's my spiel. Let me get off my soapbox. Let me climb down. But I'm serious because there's a lot of young people that's really getting into this market. And a lot of times they're raw talent, like you just said, you got a lot of raw talent. But sometimes with raw talent, they don't have anybody to tame them, to actually show them the rope and let them be greater, because they're already great, raw great, but be greater. Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. So let me ask you this, as far as the vendors, are you guys all set? Do you need any more vendors?
Yes, we will take a couple more vendors. But after tomorrow, that's it. Because Thursday and Friday is grind time. So I would definitely take any more vendors. Not too many, but just a little here and there.
Let me ask you this so we can break it down, because people gonna be like, oh, I'm about to. Okay. What is it that you're looking for? Because what I know you don't want to do is have 5 chair vendors, like, right? They all got absolutely. So what is it that you actually looking for to say, you know what, A&B Fashionista could really use that type of vendor on the roster?
Absolutely. I wanted a swimwear vendor. Ooh. I had one for a second, and then something came up with her. Okay. But other than that, like, I really just wanted uniqueness, like. What would you say? Shoes. Oh, and shoes. Vendor. We can never find a good shoe vendor. And I was like, that'd be super dope, because it's very rare in Detroit. Like, unless you're going to like Shoe Time or something like that, like Nike. But like you don't.
I want to put it out there, speak it into existence. Nike. You know what? And it's so crazy that you say a shoe vendor, because there is, and I can't think of, it's a woman that designs shoes and make her own here in Detroit. Really? And a lot of people do not know about it. I don't want to start throwing names out there because I don't want to make up nothing. But I saw it around the time when I was going to see I was going to a movie premiere, Shaded Dreams, I think the movie by TJ Hemphill. I think I was going to see that. And I met someone who had some bad shoes on. And she said, I got them from whoever. And the lady was there and she designs her own shoes. Like,
that's amazing.
Heels. And they're inexpensive, she said, but her inexpensive and my inexpensive probably don't match up according to the way my bank is set up and the way I spend money. But I just thought it was crazy because I was looking like I had so many questions and I didn't think about, I should give her my card and have her to come on. Because when you look at the craftsmanship of a shoe, it looks simple, but it's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. And so if there's any shoe vendors out there listening, and if you are in Ohio, Chicago, Indiana, New York, wherever you at, you want to come into the D, they're not going to shade you. It's like, you got to be local. No. So if you guys know
models,
boom, you can even bring your own models, right? With the pretty feet.
No, not this one. I think we're gonna
disclaimer. They said no. Not this
next time because we ran into a lot of those situations this time where people wanted to bring their own models, but I thought it was unfair to the models that were working so hard to prepare for them. So I said that we'll probably work on that next time, so that way we can accommodate everybody.
Okay, and I get it. You might. For that, there's two parts to this. The shoe vendor, because I was like, how sometimes people like, I don't want everybody wearing my stuff. Then the other thing, the shoe vendor, I don't want some Shanae people feet in my shoe.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you be like, keep the shoe. Just keep the shoe. Not with that shoe. People that got the bear claw toenails that be hanging over the shoe drag. I'm just keeping it a buck. Hey, I'm keeping it a buck. I'm just saying.
That is hilarious.
But no, seriously, if you are a shoe vendor, a shoe designer, and you looking to have your merchandise a part of the Hot Culture Fashion Show, you definitely want to reach out to A&B Fashionista, talking to them over their Instagram world. Hey, y'all. And then, of course, here and all the platforms that I can't see lit up. Definitely want to reach out to you. So outside of a shoe vendor, and I know you say uniqueness, like, for instance, do you need any more, and I'm throwing this out here, okay, because I don't know. Do you need any more hair vendors that do bundles?
I don't have a hair vendor. I wanted a hair vendor because Detroit is hair, okay? Detroit is hair. Yes, we are. So I thought I had one for a second. Actually, it was a couple people that inquired, but then they were concerned about how their setup and things like that. And everybody want to move in excellence. I understand that. So I'm definitely looking for a hair vendor. And then we said something else. We said one other thing, but everything is just geared towards Detroit, geared towards the culture, geared towards us. I got a press-on vendor. So you know what I'm saying? Like I got yes, press-on nails. I can't wait to go to her. But I have a few vendors that, just unique. I have a lady that sells Snuggies and like she creates Snuggies and stuff.
I love a Snuggie.
Yeah, absolutely. But when it's all said and done, what you think I'm about to do? Go home and get right in my Snuggie.
Yeah, and it's crazy because those are so comfortable. People underestimate the power of a Snuggie. They do.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, you see how those people are unique. I want an art vendor. We love our art. If I was able to find an art vendor, that would be perfect. And I needed one more boutique. I just left it alone. But that would be great if I could get one more of those. But it wasn't, like, it was a want more than it was a need. But it was like, we would love to have you.
That's dope. That's good to know. Like, because I know you guys are always planning something. But as you are putting things out there, you can come and get everything. As I said earlier, you can come and get everything in one place. You have enough food vendors?
Yes, I have 2 food
dessert vendors. You have no dessert? Y'all know I'm greedy. Ain't no dessert. I'm asking for a friend. I was like, no. So what about you have any mobile bars?
Yes, we have a dessert vendor.
You
we
do.
have a bar.
You have a bar. Okay. Let me see.
The bar is actually your sister.
Oh, shout out to V Spot Cocktails. Ooh. Okay, shout out to her. That's Victoria. Yeah. And she makes some good drinks. I'm not just saying that because she's my sister. She'll have you lit, so you gotta be careful. Anyway, okay. So let me see. Makeup. What about makeup?
We got makeup.
Yeah, makeup.
Yep. Okay. Jewelry.
Yep.
Jewelry.
Okay. Accessories.
Yep. Accessories. Sunglasses. Just like all sunglasses.
We got scrubs.
Yeah, I saw that. And there's a lot of people in the medical field, or comfortable. Like before, like I like a good pair of scrubs, and I'm not in the medical field. I just like to be lazy, and I used to travel in them a lot. That was my go-to. Yeah, back in the day, I would travel when I did a lot of road trips with one of my circles. I had on a good pair of scrubs. Like, yeah, because they're comfortable. Oh my God, they're comfortable.
Yeah, people even cleaning them now.
No, that's disrespectful. So you gonna waste your scrubs on cleaning? Get you some raggedy clothes that you don't want to wear no more. They got the bleach spot on it and go on and do what you're gonna do. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so you got pretty much all the vendors you need. Now, what about the day of? Let's do some housekeeping. The day of the event. What is the expectation for your people that's coming out to the show? What time can they come? For the person that does not have a ticket or can't buy it online right now, because everybody don't got a credit card or a debit card or Cash App or none of that. Some people running from the feds and they got cash. So what's the earliest a person can come and get a ticket in person?
We're selling at the door.
I know. What's the earliest time they can come though? If they say, "Oh, I need to come. I want to get my ticket and then go get ready because I didn't know I could come or I was gonna be able to attend, but now that I can get a ticket, I can go get myself together."
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I like that question because I didn't think of it that way.
So they can purchase at the door all night though. So if somebody just want to show up and purchase a ticket at the door, then that's fine.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have to come up to the place early or nothing like
leave.
That.
They can get in.
So you mean when the doors open officially, they could just be in line. So let's say this: the doors open at a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen? What can they expect before the actual fashion show? Is that the time that they will network and do some shopping? What's the plan for them? Because you got like a person like me. If I'm coming to the fashion show, if you say doors open at 4:00. Does that mean that the fashion show starting at 4:30? Do I have time to shop? Do I need to get there a little earlier? Or will the vendors be available after the fashion show? So there's etiquette because while the fashion show is going on, I'm gonna need somebody not to be over there like, yeah, king size candy booth. I need a we trying to watch the fashion show. We're trying to be entertained. So
I definitely don't recommend anybody shopping during the fashion show. We will have times where you guys can go and patronize the vendors. Definitely before, after, and between those type of things, you'll have time because, like I said, TT magnifies everybody. That's why she's so great. So we're gonna make sure that we magnify our other vendors in the process of the fashion show because that's very important. It's networking. It's what we do. So we want to indeed be cognitive of when we do it. If there's a whole show going on at the time, we want to wait until the show is, at a minimum before we get up and start shopping. But we're definitely going to have access to that. As far as food and drinks, I'm going to have waitresses available, servers available to go back and forth for you, so you don't have to keep getting up when you're hungry or when you're thirsty. So that's available throughout the entire event. But as far as patronizing and things of that nature, you'll definitely have time before we start, time in between, time after. It's going to be a lot of time to do things like that. So I don't want you to think that they're as far as if you're a vendor and you're not a part of the show, I don't want you to think you won't be acknowledged. You definitely will be acknowledged by by us or whatever, and it's by the people that are coming to visit us, our guests and things of that nature.
Okay. What is one fun fact that you would like for people to know about A&B Fashionista? Don't be rolling out now, Brittianee. Don't roll out now.
She got a good one. That's why.
No, I ain't saying that. We are totally opposite. Our personalities are opposite.
That's
our fashion is opposite, but collaboratively.
I don't know if you had what I'm drinking, Brittianee. I don't know.
We are a great team, though. Like, so the way she dressed and the way I dress, it comes together, and we are able to be on one accord. And that's what's unique about us. Like, we click, but we are the total opposite.
Total opposite. We call ourselves the ghetto twins because
literally.
Because like we legit are like it's so funny, like because like we never had an argument, we never had a fight. We probably argue a little bit, but our thing is I'll say something like, I'm mad at you, and she'll be like, okay, don't be mad at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we are literally like we're two peas in a pod. Like literally, this is my best friend. We have best friends outside of us, but it's us. So it's like, but like we're definitely total opposite people. We've been like this since we were kids. I wasn't a gym shoe girl. I had to have a heel or a baby doll shoe or a flip flop or things like that, and she'll Jordan you to death. And I always tell people this funny. It's so funny because I always tell people this thing when we were kids. I have a brother that dance. He jits, and so he was teaching us how to jit and stuff like that. So homegirl over here thinks she know how to jit.
I do.
She takes my brand new pair of Jordans. I don't even know the number. I'm not even that good. My husband probably know the number. I think he's on here. It's the black and white ones with the red 23 on the back. I don't know. I can't remember the number. But she jitted in my Jordans.
I look really good in those.
She jitted in my Jordans, and she would steal my Jordans all the time. Like literally, we would. I mean, like even though we had different styles and different swags and things like that, we always was in each other's closet. We go, if I don't have it, she did. If she didn't have it, I did. And of course, we was about the same size at one point before I became Big Mama. So
okay.
But we that was our thing. So we always find a way to click, always find a way to have a good time. And like I said, it's my baby.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's our fun fact.
Now let me ask you this: being business owners, what is one thing you wish you guys would have known to expect before you got into your business?
Why didn't we do it when we were younger? That's one of the things that we felt like, if that's the adequate answer for that question.
There's no wrong answer.
Yeah, like why didn't we do it when we were younger? That's one of the biggest things that we said.
Okay.
Because we like all of these ideas that we come up with. What we learned about most is that we could do it. Like we could have done it back then. We could have had it, like, and there's no regrets, of course not. But it was like, why didn't we, like, instead of doing what we were doing back in our time?
What were you doing? Oh, don't leave it like that. Don't hang the clothes out.
We were our best life. Just living.
Okay, I feel you on that. Living your best life.
Getting silent.
And you know what? It's so crazy because I'm a fellow jitter.
See?
Oh baby, yeah, I'm a former choreographer. A lot of people don't know that I'm a former choreographer, and so yeah, ain't nothing like a
put
jitter.
something together, TT. We gonna show out,
baby. Ain't nothing like a jitter. Baby. Only here in the D, man. We do that. We do that. Shout out to Jit Masters. Yeah, shout out to Jit Masters. So let me ask you this: as far as when it comes to Fashionista, where are you going to be 2 years from now? You know where you are today and what you're doing today. You know what you're getting ready to put down on Saturday. Where are you going to be 2 years from now?
I would say a bigger platform.
In the name of Jesus.
A bigger platform.
Yep.
Because our goal is literally centered around people. We are trying to get exposure for people, ourselves. Everybody that's involved in our events is trying to come up. And we are trying to keep it in our culture, our community, so that we can, back in the day, they used to do what? Circle the dollar, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to bring that back to life, you know. So hopefully a bigger platform where we can encourage more people, you know, to go out there and do what they need to do and walk in their purpose. Like, that's the whole point of this whole thing, all the way down to our camera person. Everybody who is involved in our event is trying to get their self out there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I love it. That was right on point. If you ask me, that was right on point. It keeps coming to my mind. She always say this, and it's so crazy because it just came to me, but she always say, building back that Black Wall Street.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
It ain't nothing like it's time to stop hating. Stop hating. Like, ain't no more hating, ain't no more fighting. No, all that stuff. That stuff is ugly, it's stupid, it's not classy. I hate it. Like, you know, all of those things that is just they already seen that part of us. That's right. What they already labeled us as. Let's right. show them what else we got up under our belt. Like, that's how we look at things when we dealing with A&B Fashionista. So it's no right person, there's no wrong person. We're gonna shape you, and if you're not shapeable, then we'll make the adjustments. But that's what we come to do. So, like, that's what A&B Fashionista is.
I like that. I was in therapy today, and I started therapy like last week. I was so geeked up. So I'm in therapy, and I was actually talking to my therapist, and I was talking about how sometimes we paint the picture. The narrative is the one we produce and we give to you. Mm-hmm. And so we get angry, right, when you're looking at the narrative that we gave you. And so going back, and I'm going to beat this in the head like over and over again, you are your brand if you're an entrepreneur. You are your own dreamer, right? You have your own dreams, your own goals. What we also have to be mindful of is people speaking life or death into your dreams, right? Mm-hmm. Some people will snuff out your dream before you have an opportunity to actually see it through, like to complete your dream. It's like being in the middle of a dream and somebody wake you up from dreaming and you like, oh my God, you woke me up and I was just about to, and you don't know what you was just about to, right? Yeah. And so what you guys are doing, I can easily see somebody saying, oh, y'all, that's a waste of time, or why is y'all doing that? That on this, but yet and still they had to see the growth, right? They had to see the mindset. Your first one, then your second one, now your third one. And when you get to your 20th one, right? That platform is bigger, and I'm going to go on and prophesize, hallelujah. So that platform that Brittany's talking about, the bigger platform, you're going to always be blessed enough to remember how you started, where you started, and why you started.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
God gives you the opportunity to give yourself more based off what you do with the little he gives you to see what you're going to work with.
That's right.
You're opening up doors for others to live their dreams through your vision. You're giving them a platform. It's kind of like me as a podcaster. I got a platform and I have all kinds of people always say, well, what do you talk about? Everything. Well, what kind of guests you have? Everybody. Right? What's your listening audience across the globe? And I say that humbly. I'd be like, I got people in other countries that listen to me. And I'm like, how they know about little OTT from the what? And I'm like, I can't even pronounce some of the countries of people that listen to me. I'm like, do they speak English over there? I don't do it in English. I don't know no other language, like fluent. I don't. But it's just like what you're doing, you're setting a tone. You are laying the foundations for other people to build upon.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Right. And this is one of those questions I kind of drove myself to it. So I hope that you'll get on this bus. So,
I like that. You got to keep that one.
so do you know whose shoulders you stand on?
Elaborate.
So listen, shout out to Twiki Clark. She put me up on that. I met her on a platform, and I actually ended up on the platform with a bunch of well-known celebrities, including Twinkie. And I accidentally pushed a button because it was a Clubhouse. I was new to Clubhouse, so I didn't really know what I was doing. And I raised my hand when it was like, if you're gonna come to the stage. So I was clicking in a thing, and then I saw myself move, and I was like, well, how did I get from over there to what is that? So there was like, yeah, TT from the D. I'm like, and you can't see anybody on Clubhouse, right? So I'm sitting there like you can see me. You can't see nobody, right? I'm like, but my mic, I turned it on. I was like, I'm sorry, that was by accident. And they were like, no, it's not an accident. You were moved up here on purpose. And I'm like,
oh,
okay. So I forgot what they were talking about. So I answered the question or whatever. And so I don't even know what you call it in Clubhouse. I don't even gonna say DM, but I direct message. I guess I would DM them. The woman that was the moderator, and she played Peppa in a Salt and Pepper Lifetime movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot her name, but she did an amazing job. So I just apologized, like, I'm sorry, whatever. She said, don't ever apologize for being in a room that you were invited into. You were invited up there, and that was not by mistake. She said, I pulled you up there on purpose. And I'm thinking like it was a lot of people down there. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe, because you could click on people's profiles and look and see who they are, what they do, decide if you want to follow them, yada, yada. But I said all that to say, because what you guys are doing and like what I do on my platform, we just putting it out there and we're allowing other people to use the light that God is shining upon you. Mm-hmm. And that's what you're supposed to do. God has so much light because his light is bigger than any light we'll ever see in this lifetime or the next. What you gonna do with that light when he gives it to you? Are you just gonna be, it's all about me, spotlight here? People talking, don't worry about them.
Oh no, that's scary.
Right? No, right. But my thing is like, well, if they're talking, no, get them the light. I'm all right. I know who I am, right? I know whose shoulders like we step on. Like I can look at it and say, for you guys, and to know whose shoulders, like the people that's before you to pave the way. If you are inspired by other fashion shows or people that actually done something similar to what you're doing or done something exactly like you're doing, whatever that looks like, those are the shoulders that you stood upon. Those are the shoulders that you sit upon.
Okay.
The people that laid it out there before you. And you're like, okay, so it's just kind of like, you ever seen, I ain't gonna say in a circus when the trapeze act goes up and they will flip somebody on the shoulder, and then another person will do something, flip on that person's shoulder, and we get amazed like, oh my God, how many people gonna stack on their shoulders? Because they know whose shoulders they stand upon. Now that's metaphorically speaking. I love metaphors. Okay. So,
we see.
Yeah. But yeah, so where you are right now, 20 shows or 18, what would it be, 17 more shows down the road, right? I'm going to ask you that same question. Mm-hmm. And you're going to have a very direct answer, because as you guys keep networking and building, you're going to collaborate with more and more people doing bigger and better each and every time. Because he's not going to let you go backwards. You've already done what you've already done. There's no need to repeat it. You can fine tune it, but you don't have to repeat it.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah, okay. That's enough of me. Shut up, TT. All right. So anyway, so what is it that we can do for you guys at this point in time as a supporter of the fashion show, of the vendors, of the models? What is it that we, the viewers, the listeners, can do for A&B Fashionista?
Share, post, invite. That's really it. We just want everybody to know what we're doing and be involved if they want to be involved. I know you can't reach everybody, but I'd like to reach most. So just support.
Yeah.
I like that. That's well said. Yeah, yes, exactly.
We
But
got a lot of comments. I'm gonna put them out here because I want to make sure your people. And Mr. Cunningham said it's the 9s, Addie.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite one. I can't never grab them when I want to, and I just get so mad. I really want that shoe back.
I can't. Victoria said, "Good answer to expand." Agree, Addie Cunningham. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. So, and then you definitely can go on our website, or you can Cash App us if you're interested in buying a ticket before the show. You can catch us at A&B Fashionista. It's spelled A&BFashionista.com. It's spelled with the word "and" in the middle. And you can go under the events tab, and it'll get you right to your entry. If you're interested in coming. But that's really all you guys can do for us. Just come out, support, enjoy, have fun. We have a good time at these shows, okay? It's not just all work. We have a blast. And that's what a lot of our vendors come back for. I got a lot of repeat vendors, a lot of repeat models. Because we have a good time. You already know if you see A&B Fashionista on something, know it's going to be a time. I always keep the same people around. My amazing TT, I just said this the other day. I call TT my baby, even though she's the oldest. That's my baby. I love TT. So
I love you.
You don't always see TT when you see A&B Fashionista. You're gonna always hear about DJ Why Not.
That's
they're
my
in
boy.
the building. So you definitely want to be a part. You definitely want to be involved. You definitely want to be in the building. That's just a moral of the story for Saturday. Like, you don't want to miss this event. We never miss.
Oh my God, no. A time is always had, baby. It's a time had, and I'm not just saying that because I'm hosting. If I wasn't hosting, I'd be in the building because like a time is gonna be had, right?
Literally.
So, I like what King Size
we sold out standing room only, and people didn't even want to go home.
I know, it's like we gotta vacate this premise. Yeah.
Yes, it was
you can park a lot out there, but you can't stay in here. You gotta go outside, right? And so, yeah, Paris fashion shows in 3 years. That's what King Size Candy said. Prophesied it. I believe in speaking into existence. I do. Yeah. Ha D-Nice. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Somebody asked, was we real sisters? Yup. Just like Addie and Brittianee are. Yup, we're real sister. V-Spot Cocktails mobile bartending equals me. I can't take her. I love your drinks. Okay. I told y'all, Vicky be doing them drinks now.
She don't play. She don't miss. She had me taste the ginger mimosas one day. I couldn't get that thing out of my mind last time. I'm like, I gotta call her or something. I gotta figure out what she did to this thing. It was amazing.
Her drinks. You know what? One thing about Victoria, she was making drinks before she ever started drinking. I don't know how I always knew she was going to do something with drinking, like drinks, because she, as a teenager, would make it. I'm the big sister, right? Bad influence back in my day. I'm like, just try it. She's like, no. I'm like, girl, I'm your sister. I said you can try it. You at my house. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the older one. No. But baby, once she started drinking, she got the daddy spirit. She got my daddy spirit. So yeah. So she mixes, and she got the mixology right on, like raw talent. Her drinks be amazing. Yeah, it'd be amazing. I'm gonna get in these comments because I want everybody to make sure that they little things are said. Let's see what she said here. This was a dissertation, Victoria. I started my own mobile bar company. I travel and work all events, occasions, denies, private and corporate. From weddings to graduations to birthdays to bridal showers, girls' night, realtor opening house parties, office parties, you name it. I also do day of wedding coordinating. Okay. Very nice, Victoria. You guys are having a sidebar conversation. Y'all gonna have to get into each other's message. Okay.
Be nice.
She said, "Shut up, TT." You know I had to put it out there. Whatever. Who gonna check us?
Be nice and Denise and D Nice. That name you keep saying, that's True Royalty.
Oh, that's my fam. I was just talking about you. I said what I should have done, and this is late. We're in the 19th hour. I should have contacted some of the designers, and what would have been great by me hosting is if I would have wore something at the beginning and something after intermission, and it could have been, I could have drew a name because I wouldn't want to be like, oh, she being funny. No, we're gonna have one of my babies draw the name, right? My little sidekick. And yeah, so yeah, I can't wait. It's going down. Let's see. Nikki Michelle, hey love. Okay, I see y'all connecting in this room. Somebody said, "Where's the event? I'm late." No problem. Tell them, A&B Fashionista, where's the event?
At Bliss Event Center in Inkster, Michigan, 30225, I believe, Cherry Hill, at 4 p.m. The Hot Culture Fashion Show.
And how much are the tickets?
The tickets are $25. You can Cash App us. You can pay at the door. You can I was about to say email us. You can go on our website and get your ticket at ambfashionista.com. And that's it. I have Zelle as well, so we got all access. If you want to buy a ticket and you want to be involved, yes, that is it. Thank you.
Yep. Go ahead and jot that down. I went ahead, and the Tito's is doing me well, so I have no problem. I did spell it right. So go ahead and jot that down, ladies and gentlemen. And it's spelled andbfashionista.com. You definitely want to go online, get your information. Follow these queens on all social media platforms. I know it's spelled differently on IG than versus Facebook. Give it to them. How do they get you on Instagram?
Instagram is AB Fashionista _.
Mm-hmm. And then it's A&B Fashionista over on Facebook.
Yes, with the and sign in the middle.
And I know, and you know what? I remember when I was trying to spell it out, and I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, can the and? And I had never really seen anybody be able to do that on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Normally, the hyperlink wouldn't work. So when I did it, I was like, how did I get to do? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we're the picture with the black and white circle logo. Mm-hmm. That's us. Because it's another.
I wonder. Yeah. So if you look at it right here, that's the logo. You'll see it. It looks just like that. Yeah.
Yep. That's us.
So when you see that logo, that's the right A&B Fashionista. Don't let them pull an okie doke on you and put you in some other stuff, because you start following somebody and all that. We don't know. Bliss Event Center. No, she asked me. LOL. I don't know. Somebody was talking about something.
No, she asked me.
She said, not a plug, not a plug. Run Cherry Hill and Middle Belt. Okay.
Yep, that's it.
King Size Candy said, call Candy. She has tickets. 810-588-0428.
That's right. That's how you do it, Candy.
That's right. For the Instagrammers, because you don't see these queens, you don't see the messages. We're not making it up. We're really having this dialogue. And so King Size Candy said, and she's one of the fashion designers, gonna be in the building. She's also a hell of a model. I can cuss. This is grown and sexy. Don't try to check me. Okay, so the number is 810-588-0428. Now, don't be calling her trying to be a part of the show. It's too late. She already got her models. But if you want to buy a ticket and see what she's working with, so you can maybe model for her later, do that. Okay. Let's see. We got a link here. Okay, the whole link. Go ahead now. I can't even. I'm not even going to attempt to start spelling it out for y'all. Y'all gonna have to go to my YouTube or go over to Facebook, and then you can copy the link, courtesy of Nikki Michelle.
Okay. Y'all know I'm silly. I'll be the one to try to do it like.
Mm-hmm. She said, I'm a goat. I can't take it. And then great show, ladies. Great questions and answers. Thank you, Victoria from V-Spot.
Thank you, Victoria.
Mobile bartending. Ladies, is there any piece of advice you would like to give to a model that is looking to be able to audition for your next event?
Come with consistency and confidence in yourself. If that's what you want to do, know you can do it.
I like that.
Don't second guess yourself. If you thought about it, you meant to be here.
Oh, that's good. Okay. We put a little piece of advice out there. Let me say my little thing. I always say this, and I want to remind you guys that your gift will always make room for you. Your gift will always, always, always make room for you. And your first impression is always going to be your lasting impression. Remember that as well.
Indeed.
Yep. Thanks for not putting me on the spot, cousins.
Oh yeah, that was a little insider. I should say.
She said, "Come with the heat." Okay, that's okay. Come with the heat.
That's another model too. She come with the heat. Yeah,
Okay.
she was here at first, so that's she was like.
Oh, that's right. Victoria's the period. Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say something, king size candy, but it's okay. You put yourself out there now, because I was gonna say something, but I was gonna text it. I didn't want to put it. I didn't want to call because life happens, and yeah, I was wondering. But you in the building though? You just in the comments in the building, but it's all good. You're gonna be in the building on Saturday. That's all that matters. All right, ladies. I've had a wonderful time with you guys. I'm going to see you ladies on Friday, and then she said, "Talk to me." She was saying me. Let's talk to her, me. But yes, last thing I will say to all the vendors, come with your game. Come ready to show people why they need to buy from you, what they can get from you. Bring your stuff that's custom. Come with your positive energy and vibes. Have a great time. Network. Stop being afraid of your social media. It can be your best friend. Stop being on your social media. Don't be on your social media, but you looking and scrolling on other people's stuff. Share, as Addie said. This is going to be an amazing event. How do other people know about it that don't know about it? Because you will share it. If you share it, that gives one more viewer on your page to grab a friend or come solo dolo. I like to roll dolo because I can get in and out, right? Come out and expect to have a time, because a time is always had. Ladies, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate your time. Thank you for letting me kidnap you tonight. I definitely will see you guys on Friday, and damn sure we'll be in the building on Saturday, ready to rock and roll as only we can. And I'm going to close us out with one of my favorites. Well, you know what? I want to give some. I think I want to give somebody an opportunity. So I have different artists that I've had on, and I always close with Amen from Ever I Cast Me. It's one of TT from the D favorite songs around here. But I think I want to give somebody else the opportunity, and she is in California. Her name is Hope Rainey. I had the pleasure of having her on here. She's a very unique, different artist. I have a couple of her videos, but I think I'm going to play Untied. Okay, and this is by Hope Rainey. She's out in California. If you like her music, go and follow her. Until then, we'll see you on the next Tap In Tuesday. Listen to the Top of the Morning Show tomorrow morning on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, right? 6 a.m. Now, I know you're like, oh, TT, I still be slobbing on the pillow. That's okay. When you get up, brush your teeth and wash your face, get the grease out your eye, and riding in, taking your kids to school or taking yourself to school or taking yourself to work, whatever it is you doing, tune in. Mondays are my Marriage Mondays for all my married people. Marriage Mondays are there. I'm going to be introducing a book called What Did You Expect? I'll be taking that over for a whole month because it's important that we learn how to pour into our marriages. I'm married going on 12 years, just like Addie and them. They're 12. We're going on 12 this year, Swifty and I. Shout out to my husband who's on the Canadian tour right now. They're doing big things. 20-year anniversary tour for D12. Obi Trice is out on the road with them at this time. Shout out to my brother from another. Obi is out there doing this thing. 20 years for the Cheers project as well. It's going to be a time had, y'all. A time is going to be had. So later, kitties, and later, ladies. I know some people sneaking and watching my show. I know you do. And so, because I see the analytics. I see you. So yeah, anyway. All right. I love y'all. Good night. And I'm closing out again with Untied by Hope Rainey.
I'm just complicated. They drive me crazy at the time, but when I get frustrated, I can see it's in my mind, but I don't like feeling tight and knotted up all inside. I see darkness and I see light. I just want to be untied. Maybe one day I'ma be better. intertwined, I cannot find the way to go, the way to go. No, I don't know why I keep doing this back and forth, this back and forth. Cause I don't like feeling tight, and knotted up, all inside. I see darkness and I see light. I just want to feel untied. Maybe one day I'ma be better. One day I'ma be better. I've been tangled up for forever. I just want to be untied. I'm intertwined, I cannot find the way to go, the way to go. You don't know why I keep doing this back and forth, this back and forth. I want to make it through. I wanna be untied. I want to make it through. Just show me how to try. I want to make it through. I wanna be untied. I wanna be untied. Show me how to try. Maybe one day I'll be better. One day I'll be better. I've been tangled up for forever. Be untied. Maybe one day I'ma be better. One day I'ma be better. I've been tangled up for forever. Be untied. Wish I could smile more. I worry what's in store. Right now I'm just not sure. Right now I'm insecure. I wanna clear these thoughts cause I feel it war. I wanna shut things out, leave them at the door. I know that I can't stop, I can't quit. And sometimes I just don't understand shit. But it's my life and I decide what I get. If you walk in my shoes, please untie my laces.